Hello and welcome to our Intro to After Effects class. This is our projects and compositions lesson. So first off, let's start a new composition. We're going to hit new composition right here. And you'll see that we actually have some settings here. I have something set to custom, which I don't want. I want to use this 1920 by 1080 at 24 frames per second. So you'll see we have an aspect ratio of 1920 by 1080. And we can lock our 16 by 9 aspect ratio. We're going to leave our pixels set to square pixels and our frame rate at 24 frames per second. But if you wanted to change that, you can change that here, or you can type in whatever number you want there. We have the resolution set to full, and we have a duration of 120 frames. I can change the name here if I want. I'm just leave it as comp 1, and I'm going to hit OK. There we go. And now a composition has been created up here in the upper left-hand corner of our project window. Now, another way to start a composition is you can go to Composition, New Composition, or Control N. If you hit that, same window will pop up. We're not going to need to do any of that right now. I'm just going to hit Cancel. Okay. Your project, let's save our project. We're going to go to Save As. And I'm just going to put it here. No, I'm not going to put it there. Let's put it here in my Stop Motion University classes. Video lessons, AI for beginners, and we'll do this as lesson 2, and we'll call it lesson 2. There we go, perfect. All right, so now that we have our lesson saved, our project saved, we also have our composition here, and we have our timeline down here. And that's pretty much it. That's how you start a composition and how you save a project. If you wanted to edit your project, you can actually go over here to Project Settings. And that'll give you some functionality to change some settings there. All right. Pretty much straightforward and self-explanatory. And also, if you go to Preferences, you can also change the setup. Let's click on General. I'll go through here real quick for you. Kind of important. This is your general settings. Your startup and repair, previews, display. Importing, I change my settings all the time to 24 frames per second, or if I have a different kind of footage import, that's very important, like if I would be at, let's say, 30 frames per second. So when I import my still images as an image sequence, it'll come in at 24 frames per second. Your output, if you want to do that, I would suggest maybe in your auto saves, you can change this to auto save every 60 minutes or every whatever. And then memory and performance, this is important because sometimes it'll lag, or if you want to change off your multi-frame rendering type of stuff there. Yeah, I'm going to hit Cancel. All right, that should do it for our projects and composition. I will see you in our next class for importing footage. Thanks. Bye.